But speaking of exciting announcements with Bitcoin, Square has been a big proponent of Bitcoin, and recently their revenue more than tripled, basically driven all by Bitcoin sales. And this is a really big deal because currently Square, they own Cash App, and this is important because we also know that PayPal, they own Venmo. Venmo recently has come out and said that they're going to allow for buy, sell, hold, transferring Bitcoin on their platform. They're currently running a test, but Cash App already has this in place. They already allow their users to buy, sell, hold, trade Bitcoin. And currently, Cash App, their revenue from Bitcoin sales climbed more than 11-fold to $3.51 billion year over year. A year ago, their revenue from Bitcoin sales was $306 million. 1 year later, they over 10x that to $3.5 billion. Think about that. 300 million to 3.5 billion in a year. That shows the massive demand for Bitcoin, Bitcoin trading. And this is really important because it shows that consumers are looking for an easy way to invest in Bitcoin. Cash App is one of the easiest ways out there. Cash App, Venmo, those are two platforms that everyone basically has. If you don't have Cash App, you probably have Venmo. If you have Venmo, you have one of the two. And now that we're seeing these institutions start to allow people to invest and trade Bitcoin on these platforms, not only is it driving revenue for their company, like Square, this is the sole reason why they absolutely crushed their Q1 2021 numbers. This is the reason why their stock is doing so well, why they're beating analyst expectations by far. And so obviously we're seeing that there is a huge demand for people to buy, sell, trade Bitcoin. And what we're seeing now is that while there is Coinbase, while there is Robinhood, while there are all these trading platforms out there, people are going with what's easiest. And what's easiest is to not download any new apps and to just use apps you already have to invest and trade Bitcoin. So this is a big deal because it's telling us that consumers, regular everyday consumers who may not be people who invest so much, maybe not be people who have a Robinhood account or who have a Coinbase account or who have a brokerage account, now they're saying, look, I've been hearing about this Bitcoin thing. I've been hearing about this Ethereum thing, and I want to get in. I want to get in on it. Potentially I can make, some money. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing just the regular everyday consumer, people who probably don't have brokerage accounts. Now they're saying, you know what? I'm going to buy some Bitcoin because I don't want to miss out. I can make a lot of money. And this is a great sign for crypto in general and for Bitcoin. I think this is going to be a major reason why we're going to see Bitcoin's price skyrocket all the way up to $100,000 per coin very soon, because right now, if you think about it, who is going to be the ideal consumer? Who is going to be the person who's buying Bitcoin on Cash App or on Venmo? And in my mind, when I think of it, the person who's going to buy Bitcoin on Cash App or Venmo is going to be someone who doesn't have a Robinhood account, who doesn't have a Coinbase account, who probably doesn't have any brokerage account. And this just means that Bitcoin is really getting into the masses. People are realizing that, you don't need $60,000 to purchase Bitcoin. You could buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. And they're saying, you know what? It's time for me to get into this. I don't want to miss out anymore. And I think that is a great sign for Bitcoin. And I think this could easily be what helps propel a Bitcoin up to $100,000 per coin, because now we're seeing institutions start to get in, pouring billions of dollars in. We're also seeing regular retail investors, consumers who may not have ever invested in Bitcoin, now investing because it is an option and it is easy on apps like Cash App and Venmo. So I think that could be a big catalyst for Bitcoin running up to $100,000 per coin over the next couple of months and next couple of years.